Hello, my name is Malissa Briggler, and I work as the state botanist for the Missouri Department of Conservation and also coordinate our Missouri Ginseng program. I'm going to provide a brief background on ginseng harvest and how it's regulated in Missouri. Chinese and American ginseng have been considered valuable medicinal plants for thousands of years. The roots of ginseng typically develop branches that resemble arms and legs that can then resemble the shape of a person. The words various cultures have used to refer to ginseng even translate to the words man root. Because the shape of the root, it has been considered a medicinal plant that can provide a multitude of benefits. Ginseng is said to relieve stress, anxiety, promote energy and general health, and improve metabolism, circulation, and digestion, resulting in increased alertness, faster reflexes, and greater stamina. Many European settlers in America also adopted the signatures doctrine in the belief that the shape of the plant could indicate what part of the body it would benefit. Despite the interest of early American settlers in using ginseng for medicinal purposes, the important place ginseng has had in Asian cultures and the overharvest of ginseng in their own country resulted in a high market value for American ginseng. Ginseng quickly became more valuable overseas than it was within America. Commercial harvest of ginseng in the United States began in the early 1700s, primarily among fur traders and Native Americans. Daniel Boone was one of these well-known American fur traders that also traded a lot of ginseng. He was known to have lost 12 tons of ginseng when his boat overturned in the Ohio River, and there's even a letter written by George Washington to Daniel Boone stating that the war effort needs money to send ginseng. Similar to fur market values, the value of ginseng is based largely on foreign markets, and market prices for fur and ginseng are commonly released at the same time and at similar venues. Like fur traders of the 1700s, many fur trappers today spend a considerable amount of time outdoors and are familiar with ginseng and current market values. The harvest of American ginseng has certainly had its heyday. This is a picture taken in 1929 of a merchant in West Virginia with 1,700 pounds of ginseng ready for shipment to China. Over time, as the international value and trade of American ginseng continued, concern grew for the long-term viability of the plant. American ginseng became protected under the international trade agreement called the Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species, also referred to as CITES. This agreement places restrictions on the export of ginseng, requiring that the United States maintain sustainable harvest of the species. Restrictions include that the harvest must be regulated or acquired legally, and that the harvest must be shown to be sustainable. Each state is responsible for annually reporting to the United States Fish and Wildlife Service that these restrictions have been followed. If a state fails to regulate ginseng harvest and ensure that that harvest is sustainable, any ginseng harvested from that state will not be allowed to leave the United States. The Missouri Department of Conservation has therefore regulated ginseng harvest in Missouri since 1984. Most ginseng in Missouri is found scattered throughout the Ozarks, primarily the green region that you see on the county map. Ginseng is scattered to uncommon throughout the rest of the state and apparently absent from most of the Boot Hill and the northernmost and westernmost counties. It grows in hardwood forests on shady, well-drained, north and east-facing slopes in predominantly porous, humus-rich soils and often in ravines. Ginseng is a long-lived plant, and harvesting the root will kill the plant. It takes a minimum of 4 years for ginseng to begin producing seed. Probabilities of ginseng seed producing another adult plant are low, causing low regeneration rates if too many plants are harvested. In Missouri, our ginseng harvest season lasts from September 1st to December 31st. A harvested plant must have at least 3 true leaves, also referred to as prongs. The presence of 3 prongs indicate that the plant is at least 5 years old and may have already produced seed in previous years. Seed from a harvested plant cannot be collected. They must be planted within 100 feet of the location of the parent plant. Planting the seeds in the same area will improve the chances that the ginseng plants will continue to grow in that area in future years. Ginseng harvest is prohibited on most public land, including land owned by the Missouri Department of Conservation, the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, which includes our Missouri State Parks, as well as the United States Forest Service and the National Park Service. Regulated harvest is allowed on private land, but only with the landowner's permission. The stem must be kept with the root after it's harvested until it's taken to the harvester's home or place of business. This ensures that the harvested plant did have 3 prongs at the time it was harvested. Harvesting ginseng does not currently require a permit. However, you must be registered with the Missouri Department of Conservation if you want to buy and sell ginseng. Most people that harvest ginseng sell it to a registered dealer by March 15th. However, there are reasons for holding on to ginseng longer. For example, if one wanted to keep it for personal consumption or in hopes that the market prices will bring a better price at a later time, they might want to hold on to their root for a longer period of time. To possess roots beyond March 15th, the roots must be accompanied by a certification of origin form, commonly referred to as a root certification slip. Roots that leave the state of Missouri must also be accompanied by this root certification slip, or certification of origin form. To certify ginseng roots, a conservation agent gathers information pertaining to the weight, condition, if it was a dry root or wet or green root, and the name of the person in possession of the root, and the county the ginseng was harvested from. This information is essential to providing required data to the United States Fish and Wildlife Service on how much ginseng was harvested in Missouri each year. This concludes our discussion on ginseng in Missouri and our current harvest regulations.